If you are the nominee, which I know you expect to be, who would be in the running for vice president?
Well, I can't tell you that, really. I mean, I know.
Can you say tonight that political violence is never acceptable?
Well, of course that's right. And, of course, I'm the one that had very little of it. Take a look at wars. Again, I didn't start. I wasn't involved in wars. We beat the hell out of ISIS. We won 100%. We brought our troops back home. Look at the violence that we've had. Look at the violence we have recently. I think you look at Joe Biden, it's bedlam. You have a man who can't lead. You have a man who can't find his way off a stage after he makes a speech that lasts for about 2 minutes. They have chaos at the border. They have chaos in the military. People are going woke. He can't put two sentences together, and he's representing us on nuclear weapons with Putin and Xi. You like Ron DeSantis, but he wouldn't even be around today. He'd be working in a pizza shop or perhaps a law firm if I didn't endorse him. The biggest fan of Dr. Fauci was Ron DeSanctimonious. He was a big fan. He said, I go by, exactly, quote, I go by what Dr. Fauci said. She doesn't have what it takes. She'll be creamed in the election. And, I mean, I know her very well, and I happen to believe that Chris Christie's right. That's one of the few things he's been right about, actually.
All right, that was Donald Trump. I believe Donald Trump had like some sort of town hall yesterday or the other day, depending on when I upload this video anyway. Going after everybody. Dragging Biden, dragging Ron DeSantis, dragging Nikki Haley, a little bit of Chris Christie. He dropped out, so he's really no longer Donald Trump's problem. So he said a few things. The whole Dr. Fauci thing. I mean, you can say that Ron DeSantis like basically went by what Dr. Fauci said as the truth when it came to vaccines and COVID and stuff like that, lockdowns, pandemic. But Donald Trump is the one who employed him, and Donald Trump is the one who didn't fire him. And Donald Trump is the one who speed ran the experimental therapeutic medicine that they called a vaccine that many people took and might be being harmed by. Allegedly. Do your own research. I'm not a doctor. I'm just a stupid fucking YouTuber. Don't listen to me. Anywho, Ron DeSantis would be a pizza delivery guy or a lawyer. Those are like vastly different. I don't know why he got that. Did Ron DeSantis ever deliver pizza? I'm confused about that. I'm saying Nikki Haley, they're going to but she can't survive. She's too weak to be a candidate, a Republican candidate, or run for the presidential office. Or I think he's referring to what Chris Christie said. It's like a hot mic where Chris Christie basically admits that she's not going to make it, even though he like white knighted her during the last Republican debates with Ron DeSantis, Nikki Haley, Chris Christie, and Vivek. When Vivek was going after Nikki Haley, and he was like, "Please leave her alone. She's so nice."
It's the most obnoxious blowhard in America. So shut up for a little while. This is a smart, accomplished woman. You should stop insulting her.
During a political debate is not the time, Chris Christie, to white knight people. And then basically saying like how bad Biden has been. He gets lost on a fucking stage. He gets lost mid-sentence, forgets what he's talking about, and forget what the question even was, and go off on these really weird, when I was your age, and back in my day, like fucking story time, bedtime stories that put everybody to sleep. It has nothing to do with being a president, has nothing to do with politics, so usually what the reporter even asks them. I think Tim Pool did like a town hall right at the same time Donald Trump did his town hall with Vivek and Kenneth Owens, but Vivek was, basically the main guest, and Vivek was basically saying he is theorizing that Donald Trump, they're not going to let Donald Trump run, basically. Like all of these trials and people, all these states taking him off the ballot, that if he gets taken off enough ballots, that he's not going to be able to run in the primaries, and he's not going to be able to run, at least in the Republican area of, at least on the Republican ticket to become president, that they're going to basically, like, Biden will drop out last minute, and then it won't give enough time for Chris Cuomo to debate, or they're just gonna slide Nikki Haley in there. I don't know. I think there's a lot of fear mongering on Tim Pool's side, like basically saying to the public there's nothing you can do about it. They're just gonna slide in the person that they want. Maybe it's a way for Vivek to get votes, because he's basically saying like, vote for me in the primaries, because they're not gonna let Donald Trump run on a Republican ticket. I don't know. It was a whole conspiracy thing. Go watch Tim Pool's video to see all that. Anywho, also, Trump was also quoted with saying that he's not going to retaliate in any way when he becomes president, and I think that's a good thing. I think other people is like sort of salivating at this sort of revenge, get the other side. Well, that's supposed to destroying society in America anyway, this sort of tribalism culture.
There are questions about how much a second term of a Donald Trump presidency, second term, would be about retribution and looking backwards and grievances, and how much would be looking forward.
I'm not going to have time for retribution. We're going to make this country so successful again. I'm not going to have time for retribution.
I think it's a good thing that Donald Trump is saying, I'm going to be focused on helping the people. I'm going to be focused on making America better, great again. I'm going to be focused on policies and keeping my promises. I don't have time for retaliation. I think that's a good thing. I don't think that's a bad thing. And I think that there are people who did vote for Donald Trump or wants to vote for Trump and does want him to kind of calm down on that rhetoric. Even though people don't want Trump to be a career politician, I think it's nice, and you can probably win over some independents and some moderates and some undecided if you kind of speak a little bit more presidential. Speaking of Trump. Anyway, guys, let me know what you think of what Trump said. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. Please like, comment, subscribe, hit that bell to notifications when I do upload. All that really does help with the algorithm, guys. You can donate, help support this channel, and you guys have an amazing, beautiful day. Bye.